Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on Section 179D.
Right, that federal tax deduction.
Exactly. It could be a pretty big unlock for commercial building projects, especially those looking at energy efficiency.
Yeah.
Now, we got some really good insights on this from Randal Franzen. He's a senior account executive over at Cost Segregation Services, LLC, that's CSSI.
Mm-hmm.
And look, if you own or you're involved with commercial real estate, maybe thinking about upgrades, maybe new construction, and energy savings are on your mind, well, this is definitely for you.
It really is.
You can actually connect straight with Randall. His number is 406-219-3363, or shoot him an email, randall.franzen@csssiservices.com.
Good info to have. He really laid out how this can be a significant financial plus.
So let's dig in. What is 179D fundamentally?
Well, the headline number is pretty impressive. It's a tax deduction, and it can go up to $5.81 per square foot.
Wow, right, per square foot.
Yeah, for commercial buildings, when they put in qualified energy-efficient upgrades, we're talking things like lighting, HVAC systems, insulation, windows, that sort of thing.
And it's not just brand new buildings anymore, is it? I think Randall mentioned updates.
That's a key point,
Yeah.
especially with the 2025 updates coming. Retrofitting, upgrading existing buildings to be more energy efficient, that now squarely falls under 179D. It's broader.
Okay, so that lowered threshold Randall talked about,
Right.
that sounds important. It was 50% energy savings needed, right?
It was, yeah. A pretty high bar for some projects.
And now it's
25%.
25. Okay, that feels like it opens the door much wider.
It really does. That lower bar, it just makes these tax benefits accessible to way more building owners doing these kinds of upgrades.
Makes sense.
And get this, there's potential for an even bigger deduction, like over that $5 per square foot mark, if the project also meets prevailing wage and apprenticeship standards.
Okay, so for bigger projects, that could be, well, quite substantial.
Absolutely. We're talking potentially game-changing numbers on large-scale commercial work.
And it's not just the building owners who benefit, right? Randall brought up designers, too, for government buildings.
Yeah, that's a really interesting angle. It kind of broadens the whole picture.
How does that work?
So think about architects, engineers, even contractors. If they design or install these qualified energy-efficient systems, but for buildings owned by, say, federal, state, or local governments, they can actually be the ones eligible to claim the 179D deduction.
So the designer gets the tax break, not the government entity that owns the building.
Exactly. It's a way to reward the expertise going to making public buildings more efficient. Pretty valuable opportunity for those professionals.
So working with someone like Randall at CSSI,
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like it's more than just, ticking boxes on a form. He mentioned strategy.
Right. And that's insightful. What CSSI does, or what Randall highlighted, is they look at a 179D together with cost segregation studies.
Cost segregation.
Yeah.
Remind me quickly.
Sure. It's basically a tax planning tool. It helps accelerate depreciation deductions by identifying parts of a building that can be classified as personal property rather than real property for tax purposes. Shorter depreciation life, quicker tax savings.
Got it. So they combine the two.
Yeah, they strategically combine 179D and cost segregation. The goal is to maximize the total financial benefit for a project. It's about looking at the whole financial picture, not just one piece.
Right. So it's a holistic strategy, whether you're building new or just upgrading what you've got. Section 179D. It really sounds like a tool people in commercial real estate can't afford to just ignore.
Definitely not. If you think about it, understanding this, using it strategically, it leads to significant financial upsides. And, it also encourages making buildings more sustainable, more energy efficient in the long run.
Which benefits everyone.
Absolutely. Lower operating costs down the line, too.
So if this conversation has sparked some interest, and like I said, if you're in commercial real estate, it probably should have. The person to talk to is Randal Franzen at CSSI. Let me give that contact info one more time. Phone is 406-219-3363.
Okay.
And the email, randall.franzen@csssiservices.com.
CSSIservices.com. Got it.
Yeah. He can give you, personalized insights for your specific situation, see how 179D could play out for you.
Definitely seems worth a call or an email. See what potential savings you might be leaving on the table.
For sure. It's not just the immediate tax break, but like you said, those long-term operational savings, too. A smarter way to build an upgrade.
Makes perfect sense. Good stuff to cover.
Definitely food for thought. Thanks for digging into this today.